Today I want to talk about the National Association of Realtors settlement that came out in recent months. What started it all was traditionally the commission split between the listing agent and the buyer's agent was 6%, meaning that the buyer's agent would get 3% of the listing and the seller's agent would get 3% of the listing. And that was explicitly listed in the MLS listing for the property. What's happening as a result of the settlement is that explicit listing of the commission must be removed, which means there's a little confusion now. The buyer's agents will typically have to call the listing agent to find out what the commission is, if there is any commission that will be paid to the buyer's agent. This is going to cause a problem because if a buyer's agent's not going to be paid on the sale of a piece of property, what incentive do they have to actually show that piece of property? The most common solution that's been implemented now is that all buyer's agents and all potential buyers will have to sign an agreement that if the commission is not paid as it traditionally would be, then the buyers are still responsible for the 3% or whatever the amount is to the buyer's agent as payment for their services. Now, you have to realize that the buyer's agents do a fantastic job in what they do. They find houses that meet the criteria of the buyers, and they coordinate with the closing attorney and all the other parties involved. They do a great job and they earn their money. This new system is going to have to find a way that makes sure that everybody is compensated fairly as it has traditionally been done. Now, as a buyer, the only thing that may change from your perspective is that you'll have to sign an agreement with the buyer's agent when you hire them that if the commission is not paid as it traditionally would be, then you would be responsible for their share of the commission. Now, here's the interesting part. This may be all part of the initial negotiation for the purchase of the house. So if you, the buyer, are going to be responsible for your buyer's agent's commission, you as the buyer would want to reduce the purchase price of the property to compensate for you having to pay your realtor's commission. How is this going to go in the future? Well, we don't really know. Right now, I would guess that everything will find a stability and an equilibrium, same as it's been in the last 30 years. But we're going to go through a patch where everybody's a little confused, and we're going to have to probably do a lot more paperwork to figure out a way to make it fair for everyone involved. The property values or purchase prices, rather, may fluctuate a bit in the meantime until we find this equilibrium. I do plan on making a series of videos about the National Association of Realtors settlement, so make sure you follow me and share with any friends or colleagues that may be interested in this settlement as well. Thanks.